Hello and welcome back to my page. My name is Jeff. I'm the host for your video today, where I review VR headset games for the MetaQuest 2, 3, and 3S for people 50 and up. And the reason I do this is I'm 62, my wife is 60 now, and we love to play with our headsets, our Quest 2, and I have a Quest 3. In fact, she bought me the Quest 2 back before it was even available. We had to order it, pre-order it, and wait for it to be delivered when I got my first Quest 2. And then in December of 2024, she bought me the Quest 3. So that is what I'm recording on today, the Quest 3. But we love playing games together. But whenever we went to look on YouTube or on Facebook or anywhere for a review, we noticed that all the reviewers tend to be easily, 20, 30, and 40 years younger than us. And they do a good job for somebody their own age. But, when you reach 50, 60, 70, 80, and I do have a follower who is 80 who loves the VR headsets, your opinion on life and life choices change. For instance, when I was 20 and 30 and 40, I used to love roller coasters. But now that I'm, when I hit my 50s and 60s, no. There's no way in hell you can get me on a roller coaster. But then again, now that I'm 62, I find games such as this a lot of fun. But when I was 20 or 30, I probably would have passed on it and wouldn't have liked it. So that's why we do these videos, is to help people who are 50 and up, who may have, knee problems or shoulder problems or back problems or grown children or grandchildren or great-grandchildren, to know and show you an extended version of the games. My videos typically last 30 to 60 minutes long. It is actually me playing the game, and you get to see the good, the bad, and the ugly, so that you can then decide for yourself if you want to purchase this game or any of the games yourself. So let's start with today's RC Pilot Trainer. Now, this game will bring you back to your youth. If you're like me, when you were young, you went to the mall and you went to Radio Shack. And Radio Shack had all kinds of RCs, planes and cars and tanks and boats. And, it was every kid's dream to fly a plane or drive a boat or, race a car. And well, this game is that. It's called RC Pilot Trainer. And let's get into this. So the idea is, right now, it is a free game. Yes, it is free. And it's a decent game for free, especially, for free. But when you first start, you have this aircraft. Let's look at the aircrafts. Okay. First one, you have this Club Trainer. That comes free. And you can change the colors. It has different coloring. I think I'm going to go yellow because it's easier to see in the sky. We have variants, beginner mode. Yeah, that's what we're going to do, and free flight.
The tutorial will teach you the basics of controlling an RC airplane, getting you ready for your first flight.
And you have tutorial.
In RC Limbo, the idea is to fly under the ribbon without touching the ground or the ribbon. Every time you do that successfully, we lower the ribbon, but if you crash or break the ribbon, we raise it.
Yeah.
How low can you go?
That is
Let's
not
start
easy.
at 2 point. In front of you, you'll see 100 candles lined up. Your job is to extinguish as many candles as you can within 2 minutes by dropping a water balloon on them. You will get a new balloon every 3 seconds. The faster the impact of the balloon, the bigger the splash. You can use the trigger on your controller or the second switch on your remote to drop the balloon. Have fun. The flight recorder allows you to record and play back your flights.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. They add a flight recorder so that once you fly your plane around and you land it or it crashes, whatever it does, when you're done, you can hit the stop play, and then you can hit the play it, and it will play you exactly what your plane did. So you can stand here and you'll watch your plane go out, and it'll go up, and it'll take off, and it's exactly what you finished. But we're not going to be doing that, so we're going to do free flight. So I'm not very good at this plane. This is a couple of the planes that are optionals that I am good at, but this one I'm not. So then we also have free this helicopter, the Heli 500. This also comes free. So you have two automatic free planes, one plane, one helicopter. And again, you can have different colors. I always have this stabilized on because it makes it a lot easier. If you have it to scale, it's a lot harder to fly. But when you're beginning, you might want to do the stabilized, and you have free flight.
In RC Limbo, the idea
do the limbo
is to fly
with this
under the ribbon
one,
without touching the ground.
but we're not going to do
In front of
limbo,
you,
and you can
you'll
do the
see
water
100
balloon
candles. The flight recorder allows
and
you
the
to
flight
record.
recorder. So let's do, it's free flight. All right, so those two, the plane and the helicopter come free with it. It has with this free one scenery that you have here. It might have two actually, and it changes. The scenery changes. Now this, I don't know what you're seeing on your phone or your computer, wherever you're watching this from, but this is very photorealistic. I think what they actually do is they take real photos, a 360 photo, and they use that as the base for the game, and then they put the helicopters and the planes over it. So then, if you want, and you don't have to, you can purchase other ones, like this Viper. The Viper, I believe it's $2.99 if you want to purchase the Viper. It also changes colors and different variants. This one has bombs. Look at that one. Fully loaded. And drop tanks. So you can drop the water. And clean, fully loaded. All right. So then they also have the F5J Buzz. Now this doesn't have a motor. You basically throw it up and you take off. It's like a... Oh, I forgot what they call those, where they fly their planes and it really has no motor. But you have the Buzz, and you have the psychedelic graffiti colors, and then you have this electron blue, and lemon, and red striped. All right, so the next plane you could also buy, these are all $2.99 each, is the P-51D. Very, very cool plane. With the yellow nose, stars and stripes, red nose, and back to the yellow. I'm going to keep this on stars and stripes. Let's go to the next plane, the Acro 300. Now, this is the type of plane I had when I was a kid. And, well, to make a long story short, it went up into the air, it came down out of the air, it crashed, and that was the end of my flight. And the end up playing with the remotes. So you got red on white, you got black and gold, gray and red and white. Then you also have different kinds of themes, trimmed for 3D, not sure what that means. And then you also have the free flight or the record. Now this one's called a Flipster. And this one is really cool. It's like your old balsa wood that you'd wind up and you fly it. And this one you can also have with different colors. And then it also has where you can have wingtip streamers. So as it flies, the streamers fly behind it. Then you have the C-270M. Wow, that is a big Coast Guard kind of big plane. I'm not sure if this is the kind that picks up water and drops it on fires, or if this is something that moves big tanks and things. But you have the Coast Guard. You have the standard gray. See, now that looks like something the military used to bring in jeeps and tanks and things. And back to Coast Guard. Next, Spitfire MK2. This was very popular when I was a kid at the Radio Shack. And this is called Battle of Britain. And you have bare metal. invasion stripes, and back to battle. And next one, the A-10 twin turbine. Wow, check that out. And this also comes in different colors. You got camouflage and default gray. You got twin turbine and you have twin EDF. I'm not sure what the difference is. Puma 2. This is also, we had one of these, but it was on a string. And you'd start it up and you'd hold the string and you go around and you just hang on to it and go up and down with it and land it. We had something similar to that, but it was on a string. And again, that went up once and it came down once, and that was it. End of that. So, then you have factory low wing, factory high wing, and little different shapes. Very cool. Sunny Star. This is, I forgot what they call this kind of plane that, certain country and rock stars flew and died in. But you got the Sunny Star logo. You got the Batwing logo. And Sunny Star. Hand launched. So you actually will pick it up with your hand and throw it and go from there. Or gear landing. So this one can actually take off from the ground. All right, next one. The AH-64A helicopter. This is a beautiful helicopter. Really fun to fly this one. It's larger than the other one. And it's military, so it has bombs on it. So we got Army Green. Yeah, it only comes in Army Green. And it has the stabilized. So that will help you too. So, next one. We got the last one. The Goodyear blimp kind of thing, but it's the RC Pilot Trainer blimp. And this one's really fun. It comes in white and it comes in metallic. Check that out. All right, so let's get back. We're going to start this game. So let's look at the scenery too. No, let's fly the plane. You've been waiting long enough. So here we go. Now, I'm not very good at this, but we have a controller. And I'm going to be apologizing because I typically like to watch the plane and not the controller. And also because of the field of view, my controller, the screen may be down here so you can't see it, or it may be up here. But you have your throttle, and you have your altitude, and your speed. So we're going to give this a shot. All right, we're at 100% speed. Going to go down to 86. Now, this is the toughest part, is learning how to fly one of these. And that's just like in real life. Oh, no. But the crashes are spectacular. And then once it crashes, it automatically reappears here. And I was never good at the remote control planes. And I hope you can still see that. It's quite a ways out as I bring it back towards myself. And this is a 360. Gonna bring it down a little closer to Earth. Ooh, smash. And the best part about this is it comes right back to you all in one piece. I'm gonna purposely try to crash it in front of us because the crash is spectacular. Let's speed that sucker up and take her off. All right, so let's bring her back around. I'm gonna purposely try to crash this right in front of us. Up, 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 up. Come on. Come on. No. Oops. But this is so much fun. Did he crash? No, he's still flying. Where the heck is he? Where is it? Oh, I heard it crash. All right, so let's try one more time to crash the sucker. So you got your two thumbsticks that you're using to control it. All right, here we go. Oh! I don't know if you saw that, but it crashes into pieces. All right, so let's go to the helicopter. All right, this one's a smaller helicopter. I'm going to change the color. I kind of like this one, stabilize. Let's go with this one. This one's a little easier. See, I can make it hover, go right and left, and turn. And go forward. And flying a helicopter is a lot different than flying a plane. Let's see if I can get it to land somewhere near me. Nope, nope, nope. Boom. There he goes. Landed without crashing. All right, reset. There we go. All right, let's move on. So, if you like those two, and I think you will, you'll have a lot of fun. So let's switch to a different plane. Oh, that jet, the Red Devil. We're going to keep it the Red Devil. And we'll put the fully loaded. But here's an option. This one has landing gear that you can put up, and landing gear you put up and down, and smoke. So I'm going to turn the smoke on right away.
Smoke on.
So that you can actually see the plane a lot better. Let's change scenery also. So this is where we're at, the home field. Then there's a stadium. Then there's a star field flying at night. Ooh. And here's the Alps. And Iceland sunset. Iceland sunset. And runway. Let's go runway. All right. So, I think I have the smoke on.
Smoke on.
Check that out. That is so cool. Because now you can actually see it quite well. At least I can. Boom! Check out that crash. Was that cool or what? So there's the plane we were flying earlier, the yellow one there, and a different variation of it. But let's move on. There's so many planes and so much fun. And you can have mixed reality, so you can have these flying around your home. Let's load scenery and try a different aircraft. Let's see. The Flipster. We'll do the Flipster with the wingtips. This is probably one of the easier ones to fly because it's small, it's light, and it doesn't go quite as fast as all the others do. Here we are inside a stadium. Oh, crashed into the seats. And it's cool that up there on that screen, you can actually see like there's a screen there. You can actually see the plane. And the thumbsticks are very delicate. The littlest thing can make it turn, go up, go down. So you got to be very gentle with them. Where is he going? Plus, what was up is now down, and what was down is now up sometimes, and what was right is sometimes left, depending on your point of view. There you go. That is cool. Oh. This will bring you back to your youth. Oop, nope, nope, nope. Don't want to crash. Let's see if I can land this one without crashing. Oh, crash. Oh, he made it. He survived. Yes. All right. And he has a button that you can reset. You push your B button and he automatically comes back. Or if you crash it and it breaks into a million pieces, it automatically can, it'll automatically come back. So let's look at something else. Look at that size of that boat. Coast Guard. Now let's stick with the Coast Guard. This is a very large plane. And we have flaps and landing gear. All right, let's give this a shot. And this one, since it's such a large plane, you control the right and left with the left controller instead of the right one, like the last few planes I did. So I'm going to get him down at that end of the field because he needs a lot of space to take off. And each of these planes fly so differently, and you could feel it as you're playing it. Let's get him straightened out. All right, I think we're ready. Give it a shot. And away he goes. And you will take time. It will take some time for you to get used to flying these things, just like the real RC planes and cars and things. It does take some time. I've been playing for a while now. Ooh, crash. All right.
Gear up.
Oh, I forgot to put the gear up.
Gear down.
That is very cool. All right. I just want to show you one more. Not that one. Not that one. Let's go with the helicopter. I like the helicopter. Army green. Let's change locations though. Let's try, we're in a stadium at night. That might be interesting. I've never actually played it at night. Oh, wow. All right, let's try this one. Oh, check this out. You can hover it, and there's two little guys in there. And that guy's head turns in the direction. See that? The front guy? The guy driving it, his head turns. In the direction that the helicopter is going to turn. Now again here, you got a right signal. The right turn for right and left is on the thumbstick on your left instead of your right. So it's really something, each one flies different and you got to get used to it. Let's bring him up a little. You know, he's hovering. There we go. Now watch the guy's head in the front. Nope. Woo, it just flew right through me. And landed. All right. That is so cool. Let's change scenery somewhere we can see things. And the blimp. Actually, the blimp should be in the stadium. Let's go out here. There we go. Check this out. Now, I know the grass doesn't look 3D grass, but I mean, it looks decent. And look at the mountainsides and the buildings. All right, so let's try this one. I wonder if I could fly it over those houses, or if that's just too far away. Of course, blimps don't go fast. It's at 91%. 100% is like 9 miles an hour. Yeah, I'm going to fly it right over the house. Maybe even land it on the house. So I had the motor turned off. Now I'm going to speed it up a little, give it a little throttle, and fly it back to me. I've never flown a blimp in any kind of RC type thing before. This is probably the easiest to learn because it is the slowest. Here we go. Look at it even throws a shadow. Check that out. That is so good. This is a developer. A single guy is developing this all on his own. So he still has lots. He says he's going to have a lot more things to do. Let's go down and land this thing. More locations. And we're down. Yes. All right. That is so cool. And look at this ground, this area. So well done for a single developer. Now I've had this game for probably a year. Oh, look, a cow. Wait, I'm gonna go chase a cow. Okay. Now let's keep the Let's go chase a cow. I wonder if it can hit the cow. Cow tipping. Ah, did you see that? The cow moved away. It actually scared the cow. That is amazing. That is so cool. I would have never thought of putting that in myself if I was a developer. It affects the cows. Wow. That is wild. All right, let's call this. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back to the original scenery. No, we'll stay here. Now it does have multiplayer, so you can make a profile. And there's my profile I made. You can. It's not much, but he's new. And eventually, hopefully, you can get the meta profiles in here. But that's, I don't know. The beard's a little big for me, but it's the best one I could do. So there's different things you can choose your nose, jaw, torso, chest. And if you want to be female, you can be female. Or you can be male. Either way. Hair color, shirt color, eyewear, skin color, the whole works. And you can randomize it, so every time you play, you're different. But you don't see that. Only the person you're playing with sees it. Now you can create your own session. So that means if you have a friend or a family member, you can create a room, put up a secret code, tell that person the secret code, and then they could join you playing this game. I would bet they'll probably also have an invite button. And then, or you can join a session where you can join somebody else who's got it open for anybody to come in and play. And I'm not sure. Let's see. No racism, sexism, breaking the code, report them. All right. So I don't know how many can actually play at a time. If it's like 1 or 2 or 3 or 4. But yeah, multiplayer. Very cool. Sim options. So you can actually add wind, and you can tell what direction the wind comes from and how strong it is, and gusts and turbulence and thermals, which means the air gets hot and it raises your item up. That is so cool. I mean, this guy is a single developer and he's come up with some really, really great ideas. We have other things. Let's see. You could have it I have it in Imperial, but you can also have it in metric. Flight recordings. I have none recorded at this moment. You can play those back and watch. After the crash, reset after 5 seconds. You can turn that down to up to 1 second. After it crashes, it automatically shows up. I have it at 5. Your plane volume, you can have up. Other planes' volume, you can have up or down. So if I'm playing against somebody, I could turn their volume up or down for me to hear their engines. And you can also switch joysticks to do different things. Let's go back. Okay. All right. Aircraft. Let's scenery, aircraft. All right, we're going to call this a review. It's a little shorter than most, but I can't believe how much fun this was. RC pilot trainer. So if you ever wanted to fly a RC plane or a helicopter, and you've done it in the past maybe, and you crashed too many of them, and it costs so much money to fix them, repair them, and bring them back to life, that you gave up on it, here's a chance for you to fly it in your own house. You could play this sitting down, or you can play standing up. If you're playing seated, you're going to have a chair that spins quite easily, like an office chair, because you're going to have to go around 360, and you're going to have to look way up. So make sure you have a chair. I'm playing standing just because it's easier for me. I think standing, but you can. I did play it seated for a while. On a scale of 1 to 10. Now, this is a free game. And like I said, you can buy those other planes and things for $2.99 each. If you buy 3 or more, you automatically get all the different scenes, the different locations. And he has a package deal where you can buy all the planes that are available in helicopters for about $21.99, $22. So you could play this game without buying anything because you have a helicopter and you have a plane, and you can vary the colors and options on them. But like myself, once I played it, I enjoyed it so much, I bought the package. So I bought all of them all at once. And it was, like I said, $22. So $22 for a complete game like this, a fun game, is a good price. If you have a 10% discount on somewhere, that helps you out. That pretty much pays for the taxes. But scale 1 to 9, I'm giving, or 1 to 10, I'm going to give this a 10. I don't give 10s very often. But if you really enjoy RC piloting, planes and helicopters and things like that, you're going to laugh. I just sit here flying this thing around, just laughing my butt off. And when it crashes, the crashes are spectacular. It busts into pieces and it flies. Sometimes I've seen it where it came down so fast and so hard that pieces flew for like 30, 40, 50 feet. So this is just one you're going to sit and laugh at. Your friends are going to be sitting there watching you playing, and you're going to be laughing your head off because it's just that much fun. RC Pilot, like I said, this gentleman is a single guy, a single developer. He's on his own. He's talking about planning and adding more things, maybe more different planes or different helicopters, different options, different locations. But yeah, even for the free game, the pilot, the demo, you get a plane, you get a helicopter, and you really don't need much more. But it's up to you. Flying those other items are just so cool, and each one flies differently. You'll have to play it to find out, but it's amazing. So until next time, my name is Jeff. I want to thank you very much for watching all the way to the end of this video. If you can please help me out. I'm just an old guy. I don't have any sponsors. I don't take money from YouTube or Facebook. I don't monetize this. I don't get money for it because I don't want the money, because I want to keep it open and free so that I can review these the way I feel they review, instead of having to follow all the rules that Facebook and YouTube have. So to help me out, please just give a thumbs up, because that helps the algorithms know that people like my videos. If you make comments down below, if you've got this game, or you have questions about this game, or maybe you have it and you played and you have hints and tips and secrets, we'd love to have hints and tips and secrets that helps out everybody who's a member of this page on Facebook or on YouTube. The difference between the two, the videos go up first on YouTube, and then exactly 1 week later, they move over into Facebook. But there are things on Facebook that are not on the YouTube page, and there are things on the YouTube page that are not on Facebook. Because on Facebook, I could add photos, I could add, not documentary, but a lot of text about different things about games. I put up notices about new games coming out, or things that are happening in the in the VR world. So please like them both. Follow on Facebook. Subscribe on YouTube. It doesn't cost you a thing. I will never sell you anything. I know that a lot of these guys, right in the middle of their reviews, they'll stop and try to sell you a headset, or a utensil, or some kind of guns, add-ons and different things for your games. I do not do that. I do not sell anything, and I don't want to sell anything. But if you help me with any way of those things, it makes my algorithms think, oh, this guy's pretty good. Let's show it to more people. So more people, 50 and up, will get this just appearing on their wall, the better the algorithms feel about mine. And watching it all the way to the end really, really helps. I know most people only watch 10 minutes or less, and they may jump around from here to here to here, and that's why we put the little chapters at the bottom. But if you watch it all the way through, that really helps me. And also, like I said, thumbs up. If 500 people watch the video, but I only get like six thumbs up, even one negative thumbs down will really hurt the statistics. So please help me out. Thank you. Until next time, bye-bye.